So one of my clients is in the motivational posters industry. Each month they get 450, the United States, in the United States, people search for it 450,000 times. But what else are they searching for? Because motivational poster is a very, very specific thing. They're also searching for the posters, posters of, and then there's something called demotivational. So motivational posters are teamwork, we can do it together. And then demotivational is teamwork, let other people do it. So demotivational is funny or humorous. But the idea is that they're giving you all of this information. And I would like to say computers don't lie, but I've seen computers lie. So I remember we were talking about Ask before. So now we're talking about what search engines are out there. So everyone's heard of Google, Yahoo, Bing, AOL. Does anyone still use this? And then Ask. So when you are optimizing your website, when you're putting keywords for website, I always say still go after Google. A lot of people say, well, I show up number 1 in Google, but I show up number 2 in Yahoo. Is there any way that we can get our ranking higher up in Yahoo? And I say, you don't want to touch your website because you're number 1 in Google. So if you're number 1 in Google, or number 1 in Yahoo, or number 1 in Bing, that's great. I say don't touch it. But if you're not, then obviously you want to play around with the keywords. This is an old page, whereas the Google results, the reason why I put up this page is because I want to show you how Google has changed their algorithm and the design of their page to maximize the amount of money that they can squeeze out of the public. So when you used to look up something, here in this example I did website marketing, you would get 3 sponsored results up here, and then you would get, these are called the natural and organic results, and then over here there's another 8 advertisements. So let me show you how it's changed throughout time. So now, if you see the difference, look on the left-hand side. So there's nothing; it just gives you the results. And then you're going to see that this all has changed. So Google now is giving you a navigation bar over here. And what's happening with that in evaluating the website, they're basically saying that this menu is not enough for them. They can maximize, they can make more money out of you if you realize that there are images, maps, videos, news, shopping over here. Now that pushes over everything over here, and that means that there is less real estate for you to navigate and for you to promote your business over here. So now, whereas it took up less space, let me go back to it, now Google is taking up more of the real estate. And how does that affect all of us? So it used to be, and Google will play around with these algorithms sometimes, or these site changes. Sometimes they'll put in a map. Have you ever seen when a map result comes up? But now they've actually taken their local results and changed everything to do this. So now when you go to Google Maps, you're going to get this huge map over here, and then instead of getting the organic search, remember this is down here, it used to be up here, now they're selling the top spots for the local results. So really, Google is trying to make as much money as possible, and I can't really blame them. I'm trying to do the same thing. That's the only thing.
If your site is already number 1 in the natural search, would you recommend that you're also in the advertised box as well? Or would you say that that's a waste to be in the advertised box when you're already the first on that search?
So the answer is that 50% of the population out there, that's my own no research, just guess, 50% of the people will click on the top spot no matter what. They won't even think about search engine marketing or advertising or sponsored ads. So you might be the first in the organic, but you'll be in the 4th position on the page. Yeah.
How do you deal with the fact there are 3 other people who have my name?
Yeah.
How do you deal with the fact that if you have 3 other people who have your name, even though their businesses are different,
Right.
Sometimes you're on top of them, sometimes they're on top of you, and
Right.
it can change from day to day.
Content. Add content to your personal website. And that will hopefully get your rankings higher.
How long does it take to catch up if you you're years behind like another website? I mean, can you ever catch up?
I'll give you a perfect example. I worked with a personal injury law firm, and personal injury is very high ticket. And if you get hit by a bus, it could be millions of dollars that you could collect. The law firm that I started with in 2008 was going up against law firms that went online in '98. So they were literally 10 years behind. And after a year of doing work, building up links, building up their website, we were nowhere to be found. So 1 year is not enough to catch up. Maybe even 2 years, maybe never. It's all a test. In advertising, we're always testing product and testing to see what works. Especially in the search business, we don't know the Google algorithm, and they could change it tomorrow, and they have. They've frequently done.